Imagine this. You're at the gate, ticket in hand, ready for your long-awaited vacation. The excitement is palpable, the anticipation of new experiences and relaxation just moments away. Suddenly, the gate agent announces, "This flight is overbooked." A wave of confusion and concern ripples through the crowd. Your heart sinks. You might not be boarding. The dream vacation you meticulously planned could be slipping through your fingers. Overbooking, a common airline practice, can turn travel dreams into nightmares. The frustration and stress of potentially missing a flight can be overwhelming, but it can also present opportunities for savvy travelers. For those who know how to navigate the system, overbooking can be a chance to gain unexpected benefits. If you get bumped involuntarily, you could be entitled to significant compensation, even free flights. This can turn an inconvenience into a rewarding experience. This essay will guide you through the ins and outs of airline overbooking. We'll delve into the reasons airlines overbook flights and how they decide who gets bumped. We'll explore your rights as a passenger, the reasons behind this practice, and most importantly, how to avoid the dreaded bump. Knowing your rights can empower you to handle these situations with confidence. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time flyer, understanding overbooking can save you stress and potentially put money back in your pocket. So let's dive in. By the end of this essay, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to turn potential travel disruptions into opportunities for adventure and savings. Overbooking is a strategy airlines use to maximize their revenue. They sell more tickets than there are seats, betting that some passengers won't show up. This practice helps airlines fill seats that would otherwise go empty, but it can lead to complications for travelers. If you find yourself bumped from a flight, it's crucial to know what you're entitled to. Compensation can vary, but it often includes monetary rewards, meal vouchers, and accommodations if you're stranded overnight. Some travelers even volunteer to be bumped in exchange for these perks. If your schedule is flexible, this can be a strategic way to enhance your travel experience without additional costs. To avoid being bumped, check in early, confirm your seat assignment, and consider joining the airline's frequent flyer program. These steps can increase your chances of keeping your seat. Armed with this knowledge, you can navigate the complexities of overbooking with ease. So next time you're at the gate, you'll be prepared for whatever comes your way, turning potential pitfalls into opportunities for a better travel experience. Airline overbooking is exactly what it sounds like. Airlines sell more tickets than there are seats on the plane. It might seem unfair, but airlines consider it a necessary strategy. Why? Because not every passenger shows up. Life happens. People miss flights, plans change, emergencies arise. Airlines, using historical data and complex algorithms, try to predict how many no-shows to expect for each flight. They then oversell tickets accordingly, aiming to fill every seat and maximize profits. While this system generally works smoothly, it occasionally backfires, leaving passengers stranded and frustrated. Before we delve into how to avoid being bumped, let's clarify your rights as a passenger. In the United States, the Department of Transportation, DOT, has your back. If you're involuntarily bumped from a flight due to overbooking, you are entitled to certain rights and compensation. The DOT mandates that airlines first ask for volunteers to give up their seats in exchange for travel vouchers or other incentives. If there aren't enough volunteers, the airline must follow specific procedures for denying boarding. Knowing these regulations empowers you to advocate for yourself and ensure you receive fair treatment. Overbooking isn't just random guesswork by airlines. It's a calculated risk based on sophisticated algorithms and years of data analysis. Airlines meticulously track passenger behavior, including no-show rates, booking patterns, and even weather conditions. These factors feed into their algorithms, which calculate the optimal number of tickets to oversell for each flight. The goal is to strike a delicate balance, filling as many seats as possible without inconveniencing too many passengers. While this system generally operates behind the scenes, understanding its mechanics can give you a leg up when navigating the world of air travel. Section 5. Strategies to avoid getting bumped. Now, for the million-dollar question, how do you avoid becoming a victim of overbooking? Overbooking is a common practice where airlines sell more tickets than there are seats available, anticipating that some passengers won't show up. However, when everyone does show up, some passengers get bumped. While there are no foolproof guarantees, several strategies can significantly reduce your risk. Understanding these strategies can make your travel experience smoother and less stressful. First and foremost, book early. Booking your flight as early as possible is one of the most effective ways to avoid getting bumped. Airlines often prioritize passengers who book their tickets well in advance. The earlier you book your flight, the less likely you are to be bumped. This is because airlines tend to overbook flights closer to the departure date, so securing your seat early can help you avoid this issue. Airlines often prioritize passengers who booked first. This means that if you book your flight months in advance, you are less likely to be bumped compared to someone who booked just a few days before the flight. Additionally, consider joining your chosen airline's loyalty program. Loyalty programs are designed to reward frequent flyers with various perks, including a lower chance of being bumped. Frequent flyers often receive preferential treatment, including a lower chance of being bumped. Being a member of a loyalty program can also provide you with access to priority boarding, which further secures your spot on the flight. Online check-in as soon as it's available is another crucial step. Most airlines allow you to check in online 24 to 48 hours before your flight. Doing this not only saves you time at the airport, but also confirms your presence on the flight. This confirms your presence and secures your spot on the flight manifest. By checking in online, you are essentially telling the airline that you are committed to taking the flight, which can reduce your chances of being bumped. Another important tip is to arrive early at the airport. Arriving early not only gives you ample time to deal with any unexpected issues, but also increases your chances of securing your seat. Airlines are less likely to bump passengers who have already checked in and are waiting at the gate. If you do find yourself in a situation where the flight is overbooked, be proactive. Approach the airline staff and express your willingness to volunteer to be bumped in exchange for compensation. Sometimes airlines offer significant incentives for volunteers, and this can turn an inconvenience into an opportunity. By following these strategies, you can significantly reduce your chances of being bumped from a flight. While no method is foolproof, being proactive and prepared can make a world of difference in your travel experience. Section 6. What to do if you're bumped. Despite your best efforts, you might still find yourself facing the dreaded overbooked announcement. It's a situation no traveler wants to be in, but it happens more often than you might think. Airlines frequently overbook flights to ensure they fill every seat, anticipating that some passengers won't show up. But when everyone does, someone has to be bumped. If this happens, don't panic. Remain calm, be polite but assertive, and know your rights. The way you handle the situation can significantly impact the outcome. Start by approaching the airline staff calmly and explaining your situation. Remember, they are there to help, and being courteous can go a long way. The first step is to document everything. Take note of the flight number, departure and arrival times, and any communication with airline staff. This information can be crucial if you need to file a complaint later. Use your phone to take photos of the flight information board and any documents you receive. Keeping a detailed record will help you stay organized and provide evidence if needed. If you're asked to volunteer your seat, carefully consider the offered compensation. Airlines often provide incentives like travel vouchers, meal vouchers, or even cash. Weigh the pros and cons before making a decision. If the compensation seems insufficient, don't hesitate to ask for more. Don't be afraid to negotiate for a better deal, such as a higher value voucher or a hotel stay. If you have to wait for a later flight, ask for meal vouchers or access to the airline's lounge. Remember, you have leverage in this situation, and it's okay to use it to your advantage. If you're involuntarily denied boarding, politely but firmly request a copy of the DOT's Notice of Denied Boarding Compensation for a clear understanding of your rights. This document outlines what the airline owes you in terms of compensation and assistance. Knowing your rights can empower you to make informed decisions and ensure you receive fair treatment. Additionally, check if the airline offers any alternative flights or arrangements that can get you to your destination as soon as possible. Being bumped can be a frustrating experience, but with the right approach, you can turn it into a manageable situation. Section 7. The importance of airline policies. Navigating the world of overbooking can feel like traversing a maze of rules and regulations. That's why it's crucial to familiarize yourself with your chosen airline's specific policies. These policies, often found on the airline's website, outline their procedures for handling overbooked flights. Pay close attention to their compensation policies for both voluntary and involuntary bumping. Note any differences in compensation for domestic versus international flights. Knowing these details before you travel empowers you to make informed decisions and advocate for yourself effectively. Section 8. The role of travel insurance. While not a foolproof solution, travel insurance can offer an extra layer of protection against the uncertainties of overbooking. Look for policies that specifically cover trip delays or interruptions due to overbooking. These policies can help recoup expenses incurred from missed connections, hotel stays, or alternative transportation. Consider travel insurance as a safety net, providing peace of mind should your travel plans go awry. Before purchasing any policy, carefully review its terms and conditions to ensure it meets your specific needs. Section 9. Conclusion. Fly smart and stay informed. Airline overbooking, while a frustrating reality of modern travel, doesn't have to spell disaster for your trip. By understanding the reasons behind this practice, knowing your rights as a passenger, and following the tips outlined above, you can significantly reduce your risk of being bumped. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, book early, and be prepared to navigate the unexpected. With a bit of planning and a dash of savvy, you can soar through the skies with confidence even in the age of overbooking. Bon voyage!